leaving here, I left here in '08, went to Atlanta with Mike Smith, then came back in 10 and then got cut and then got into coaching and, working my way up, praying hard. And then I come back here in 2020 and then we go through that and then last year and then getting retained and getting promoted. It's truly been a blessing. Definitely put a lot of work into it, so it's been great.
You were part of that 07 team, which is one of only 2 teams to make the playoffs, right? In the last many years.
Right.
What are your recollections of that particular group? I remember relating it a bit to what you've got here. There's a lot of talented pieces that needed some time to come together.
Right, extremely talented. We had a hard-nosed group of guys. Mike Pederson, I was his backup, and we had John Henderson, Marcus Stroud, Reggie Haywood on the ends, and then we had David Garrard led us, quarterback Fred, of course. We knew it was like guys that just really bought into a team. We didn't really have, besides Fred, we didn't have the biggest of names, but we were all about the team, and we were all about being together and wanting to win.
You guys came up just short against that undefeated Patriots team. So my question is this, is there some semblance of finishing what you started and coming back here and
It is. Jacksonville always had a great place in my heart because it gave me the first opportunity to actually play in the NFL. I was drafted in Arizona and then came here when they signed me out the practice squad, and I just wanted to give them my all. I wanted to work hard. I wanted to show I belong, and then get into coaching. I wanted to show I belong. So now, like, we got all these great players. We got Foye, we got Devin, we got Chad, we got Shaquille, quarterback. I come in excited because I want to give those guys my all.
Was coaching always in your blood? You mentioned that your parents were teachers when Mike asked you just a moment ago. Was that a natural transition for you, or did it take a little bit of time? And what was the impetus for it?
No, I think towards the end, being a backup, you got to know, a special teams guy, and then you got to know more than one position to actually stay around. I think toward my 5th year, and really when Van Gorder came here, because he coached me in college, that had my mindset of, okay, I possibly want to get into coaching when I'm done. But then you're really thinking like, okay, I got to keep my mind frame on staying in the NFL. So once I got out and, I went back to Jordan, I definitely wanted to coach.
Do guys in your room have more of an attention span because you have been where they want to be?
I think they do, because I actually tell them my personal stories of, playing in college, transitioning to the NFL. I talk to them about, okay, it's one thing to get here, but what are you going to do to stay here and excel on this level? So I think it does, and I try to make it personal for myself and for them.
Last one for me. You got a group of people that want to talk to you. Obviously, you have a position group that there are expectations, high expectations.
Right.
What are your expectations, and how eager are you to get these guys to where they can reach their potential?
They definitely got a lot of potential. I just want them to play fast, physical, and play smart, and I think everything else will take care of itself.
I asked the same question of Bernie. Why did you come back?
I wanted to be here. I had worked my way. I started out and I got into coaching after I got done, and I worked my way up, and I got here in 2020. I had been praying, working hard for an opportunity to be in the NFL, and we won the first game and we lost 15. And then I said, wow, you thinking like, God, you gave me a job, then what's gonna happen now? So then I got retained by Urban Meyer, and then that happened, and then I stayed around, showing up, and then Doug retained me, and then he talked to me about wanting to promote me to linebackers coach, the inside linebackers coach. So it's been great, and my thing, and I tell the guys, I want to come in and make sure I'm prepared so I can make sure they're prepared. So I want to give them my all.
Yeah, Bernie, I asked the same question of as well. You two had the most probably unique perspective in that there was like that 4-week period where the previous coaching staff was being let go, but Doug was coming in, so you're here. As has also been made very public, this group needed time to heal from last year. What was your role in that healing process, especially during that limbo time?
I think it was just kind of being transparent about some of the things that possibly happened or didn't happen, and then really just trying to move forward. And then really just, for me, I just looked at it, I took it as a learning experience. I think in life and coaching, whatever, sometimes you learn what to do, learn what not to do, and then in that learning process, it makes you stronger to get in these type of positions and move forward.
Yeah. For you, what was the biggest lesson learned from last year?
I guess for me, it's as much as possible. I ain't gonna say as much as possible. Just be honest to your players and just be open and honest to them. Be a man of your word. That's why, like, I talk to the linebackers all the time. I'm gonna tell the truth. I'm gonna come in here prepared because I know, as a player, I know how hard it is. You're in this. We want to win. We also want to. This is our job. We provide for our family. So I know how serious it is. So I'm not gonna play with that at all. So.
Obviously, losing Miles, that kind of changes the entire dynamic of what this linebacker room has looked like for the last 6-7 years. How do you now create that, like what the next identity is?
I think they're gonna create that for themselves on the field. But I think we got a great group. And we started out with bringing Foye on, extremely intelligent, extremely athletic. He got a chip on his shoulder because he was a 6th-round pick. People didn't think he was going to be successful coming out of St. Louis, so he plays, practices everything he does with a chip on his shoulder. So I think our group is going to take on that mentality, and we want to get back to playing great defense.
I joke with Mike that he was the winner of the NFL draft, 5 out of 7. But you were probably second. You're probably second.
I'm okay. I'm a team guy. I think we definitely got better on defense. We know in this division you got to play great defense going against Tennessee, the Colts, and Houston. So we definitely got better.
Where were you guys during the draft?
We were sitting down together in our defensive staff room just watching. We were just excited, and we were able to get those guys. We instantly knew that it was going to make us better.
You don't have to answer, but who was the one? What group pounding the table trade up for Devin Lloyd? At what point do people start going, okay, it's time?
I think it was from the top down. I think that was Trent, and his group along with Doug. I think they made it happen. Yeah. They knew we were trying to get better on defense and get a string there. So.
And then I know Mike also alluded to it. Chad Muma on the surface is a luxury pick. Where do you see him playing his rookie year?
I think his role is going to be determined by what he does in training camp. But we see extremely athletic. He can run. He's intelligent. He's very conscious of his ability. So I think he's going to definitely have a role.